Transparency, the longest-running talk show on cable television, continues to be of service for the information needs of the Negrense. Transparency, a no-holds-barred discussion of current and relevant events that are imbued with public interests. Transparency features interview with newsmakers, health, sports, tourism, education, among others. Transparency, a crusade against corruption, injustices, illegal drugs, and criminalities. Get involved and be a part of the solution to the unending problems of our society. And now, your host. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome once again to our program, Transparency. I'm your host, Mike Maghari. Today's presentation is about current and relevant issues. Ang atong dinapit ng mga bisita, mga kabyanan, amo ang isa ka practicing lawyer, a respected and trial lawyer in the province of Negros Occidental. He is also an educator. Nasa din nagatudlo ni siya sa UNOR, College of Law. Kag mga kabyanan, bugal naton nga ari naman sa transparency ang aton abyan, Attorney Marvin Tanyada. Attorney, welcome back.
Welcome. Thank you also, Mr. Maghari, or Mike, Sir Mike, in short. I'm glad na kabahin naman kita sa iyong programa karon.
Okay. Ang aton ikaduha mga kabyanan nga bisita, ini siya isa man sa ginakabig nga outstanding public servant nga sa din gintagaan ni siya kadungganan no sa isa ka prestigious organization. Kag ini siya a consistent fiscalizer in the City Council of Bacolod. Kag of course he is the illustrious son of the late labor leader, former SRA administrator, former head of the Defense Department, no? Isa sang mataas ng opisyal sang Department of National Defense. Mga kabyanan, ang atong dinapit nga bisita si Honorable Councilor Wilson June Gamboa. Councilor, welcome back.
Sir Mike, mayong a pleasant day and sa aton man nga alang doon kag dinapit nga bisita, Attorney Tanyada.
Okay.
A good day.
Ang aton mga kabyanan, una nga pagkatalakayon, ning bag-o lang nga natapos lang oral argument sa mga petitioner against the declaration of martial law, no? I-revisit ni mga kabyanan kay amo ni subong daw headliner gid sa halos tanan nga mga pamantalaan kag sa mga news and broadcast stations, mga news programs. So aton ini talakayon, no? Mga kabyanan sa subong sini aso broadcast time mga sobra 200 ka mga mauti nga mga terrorist groups mga katapos sini nagkalamatay sa sining Marawi crisis. Kasubong man mga 37 ka mga civilians nagkalamatay kag mga soldado sobra 60 ka mga katapos ang Philippine Army kag PNP ang nagkalamatay. Pero mga kabyanan, may mga petitioners nga against sa declaration of martial law dito sa Mindanao sang aton presidente, no? Kaya ang rason kuno nila wala sang factual basis kung nga ang gindeklarar sang presidente ang martial law dito sa Mindanao. Now, for academic discussion, para sa information sa aton nga mga viewers, kuhaan naton sa pila ka mga statements si Attorney Marvin Tanyada. Attorney?
Yes, Mike. No, I would not attempt to give my opinion, to render my opinion insofar as the legality or non-legality of the declaration of martial law. Kaya man it is now being tackled before the Supreme Court. Siguro we can just discuss for academic discussion what does the law requires. Kaya man sa just a background there, sa 1935 Constitution, yung declaration of martial law is already there, embedded in the Constitution. But it was embedded in a sense nga, isa lang gid na siya ka paragraph, Sir Mike, no? In such a way nga masyado siya ka vague, That's why magtingala kita sa 1972 Declaration of Martial Law, siling naton daw wala limit iya ang authority kagagahom sang presidente. It's because nga isa lang naka one sentence, in case of rebellion, insurrection, invasion, the president as chief executive can declare martial law. Amo lang na, wala na sa mga safety nets, wala na mga safeguards. Whereas ang Section 18 iya sa 1987 Constitution, masyado kalaba, in which case nga kadamo dra sa mga safeguards, in which case ang kinamatarong sa mga publiko kag sa mga katawhan iya madepindihan or maprotektahan. Okay. Ang siling sang ang siling iya sang Section 1897 Constitution nga siling in case of invasion, insurrection, muna the President can declare a state of lawlessness and may call the armed forces of the Philippines to suppress the same.
Yes,
And in case of invasion and rebellion, the President can declare martial law if any of the territory will be at a risk of being taken over by some forces. Ang Constitution ta wala wala categorically define kung ano ang rebellion.
Okay. Oo.
Nevertheless, ang Section 134 sa Revised Penal Code naga-define siya sang rebellion. No?
Okay, anong
If you allow me, siling sang aton nga Revised Penal Code, Article 134, rebellion or insurrection is committed by riding publicly and taking arms against the government for the purpose of removing from the allegiance to said government or its laws the territory of the Philippines or any part thereof, or any body of land, naval or other armed forces, or depriving the chief executive or the legislatures wholly or partially of any of their powers or prerogatives.
So, daw ang imong pag-define sang rebellion, daw lain man sang definition sa mga petitioners, no? Nga daw nagalain-lain ang definition sang rebellion.
I do not know where they got yes ang ila definition sang rebellion. Kaya man ang Constitution by itself, as I have said earlier, wala siya nag-categorically define sang Constitution.
I see.
But ang Revised Penal Code, which is also the law enforced insofar as criminal acts is concerned, nag-define iya sang rebellion as I have read.
Okay,
So ang
okay.
pamangkot, was there a threat ang mga Maoti group atong mga so-called terrorists nag-attempt sila nga kwaon ang portion of the state? Ti ang facts of the case, ang balita balaan man naton nga they would like to establish Marawi as their own territory.
No.
Okay. Well, ang kanyo successfully maka-take over sang isa iya ka lugar o portion of the state kung hindi ikaw mag-terrorize.
Okay.
Do you think masiling ka lang, Island tani, muon tani, do you think ang mga tao will just simply follow you without, say, for example, exercising some terrorist act sa mga pumuluyo?
You rebel against the government daw. Simple katama, rebellion, no? Sa kadamo nagkalamatay, damo nag-evacuate kung ang masiling natong martial law dito lang butang abe sa syudad sa Marawi, ang amay sa Maute nadakpan sa syudad sa Davao, no? Ang iya sini asawa dito sa Cotabato, ang iya sini bata nga bomber dito iya sa Cagayan de Oro, no? May mga plano pagid nga may nakitaan nga mga masiling naton armado nga mga tao dito sa syudad sang Iligan, mga 300 kuno sila, no? Ti kung gindeklarar sang atong presidente martial law sa syudad lang sang Marawi, di siguro nakapalagyo ining mga katapo sa mga terorista, ilabi na gid ang mga Maote clan, no? Ang ila amay, Iloy, kagasta bata, no? So, anong take naton sini June, no? Bilang konsyal abe sa ang siyudad sa Bacolod, anong mambal mo parte sa sining declaration sang martial law?
Attorney, correct me if I'm wrong, no? Though hindi gid ako well versed, no? But in any case, it is for me, no, within the power of the president to declare martial law within the period of 60 days.
Yes.
But it can only be revoked by both houses of Congress. Uh,
Kung magsobra na siya.
no, within the 60 days period. That is why the Constitution provides that by majority.
Nandesidihan na nila earlier.
Yes, by majority, they have to meet and convene jointly to decide whether or not pwede i-revoke ini nila o kung hindi. But among the consensus palangadaan sa ila, wala sang gusto nga may plano nga i-revoke. In the Senate alone, almost more than 20 senators are in favor. So, dira pa lang nga daan, it will not prosper. So, that is why, ang petitioner went to the Supreme Court questioning because they wanted Congress to actually jointly, convene. But, amo na ang ginathambal ni Speaker of the House, Alvarez, correct me, Sir Firmon, even the Supreme Court cannot demand Congress because we are two separate, we are co-equal. So therefore, you cannot demand from us. So amo na kung nga agin pasaka ini nila sa Supreme Court. So agina nabatian ko ang argument kay gina nga kung mag-decide na ang Supreme Court, in other words, it is already moot in academic. Because Congress will just simply follow it is incumbent upon Congress to follow the decision or the ruling of the Supreme Court. Amo na daang siling kong nga dapat i-resolve nila. Now, but initially ang tinutuyo nga sa pasaka nila sa Supreme Court because nga they wanted to convene and Congress, even the President of the Senate and then the Speaker of the House will not call for a convening of these two houses. Samo na ko nga agin pasaka nila to require Congress to convene.
Kaya basta maglain pa ang desisyon sa ibanda. Basta sa debate ay makakombinyo pa sila sa ibang mga congressmen. No? Pero mga kabyanan, it cannot be denied nga nadesisyonan na sa Kongreso kag Senado nga pabor sila sa declaration of martial law sa bilog nga Mindanao kag hindi sila pabor nga i-revoke, no? So, mga kabyanan, we will wait and see kung ano ang mga decision sa Korte Suprema angot sa sining natapos na nga oral arguments. Sa bagay, ng iba niya, nagasili nga entertainahon pa sa Korte Suprema kay nadesidihan naman sa Senado kag Kongreso, no? So, muna mga kabyanan, masyado ka-importante nga bagay nga we will wait and see. We could not talk on the merits of the petitions, pero mga kabyanan, daw laban-laban siguro nga we hope nga ang declaration sa martial law hindi ma-revoke sa Korte Suprema, no? So basi may madugang ka pa, attorney, parte sa nga bagay. Kaya nga aton iban nga mga opposition, just to be an opposition, bisan sa nagpa sa adlaw nga rebellion, why kuno rebellion? Si Congressman Lagban nga ni ginasiling nga kadto kato sa Marawi para nga makitaan mo kung tanambalan mo kung bala may rebellion o kung why. Ano pa ganito sila mo, attorney? May isa ka justice ang Korte Suprema nga nagpamangkot. Ano nga nito?
Well, one of the petitioners, were you there before this incident happened, and after this incident happened, daw wala man negative man ang iya nga sabat sa to. Di
lain gidya kon ato kato para mabalaan mo kung ano ka terrible nagakatabo nga halos no man's land na ang Marawi, daw hindi ka pa magbate ya nga may rebellion, no? Mga siling nato mga maalam pero pa gago-gago bla. Sa ilog kita mga kabyanan, so sining isa naman ka controversial issue, ng atong pungsod Pilipinas, isla na ngalan. Kaya kuno, it is subject sa colonialism kuno, kag para ma-establish ginaton ang aton kaugalingon nga identity as Filipinos, no? So, ini mga kabyanan nga proposal, House Bill ini nga ginpasaka ni Congressman Gary Alejano nga a well-known opposition lawmaker nga isa ka party list representative nga taga Negros kuno. Now, bilang abi chairman sa Committee on History, Cultures, and Arts, Konsyal Jun Gamboa, anong reaksyon mo sini? Isla ng aton ngalan sa Pilipinas, ang aton nasyon, are you in favor?
I find it funny and ridiculous.
Mhm.
There were some attempt before from the people or from somebody in Luzon to name it. And there were also some people before in the Visayas who wants to name it like this.
Oo.
And and now the state of the island of Mindanao now is seceding itself from the Philippines and maybe name it and give it another name. So in other words, it will only create division
Oo.
and animosity among us. But then again, we have to go back that is already the tradition
History.
the history that we have learned to accept for centuries already. It is part of us already. Hindi na natin pagliwato na. Ako siya when it becomes already a culture, it becomes already a tradition. In other words, we have learned as a people to embody it already.
Oo.
So, respect it.
Oo. We have already embraced that
Embrace
culture.
it already, the name, etc.
Oh,
So, kung
Philippines.
create a new name, tadugay na na. Sus kasadya na sa una. May mga taga Manila, Tagalugan naman kuno, hindi niya mga Bisayaon,
Maharlika.
Maharlika, it only will create more division and animosity among, ang aton nga dahil na Pilipinas is divided into islands. And we have so many dialects, so many classes and group of people nga kung labugayon pa inin natin sa liwat, this will create more divisions among ourselves.
Pero base media mileage or propaganda, no? Kaya may mga plano man ang aton congressman si Gary Alejano base kung mapapili ni sa kunano senador Watakbalo, no? Pero for so long a time daw bag-ulang madeparahan nga islan tagali ni kay kuno halin ini sa hari sang Espanya, Philippines, no? King Philip. Pero
It's history.
Oo.
Because we were colonized for how that is history. That is part of the history.
Okay.
And we have to learn to accept the fact that we have been colonized for how many years by the Spanish. So,
Oo. Sa ilo kita abis sa kay Attorney Marvin Tanyada, no? Parte sa sining pag-ilis ang atong pungsod Pilipinas, ang ngalan sini, ti subong Philippines, ti kung mag-create sang isa ka committee dira sa Kongreso, kung ano ang ilang mapilian, ti I don't know kung acceptable man sa mga pumuluyo. Anong say mo, Attorney?
Well, it's so far as the changing of the name, kay man it cannot be denied ng iban nga nasyon ginislan ilang nga ngalan iban nga country. For example, ang Burma, Myanmar na subong.
Oo.
Ang Ceylon, Sri Lanka na subong.
Hmm.
But then the people in Sri Lanka kag sa Burma, they have the reason of their own. Kaya aton niya ang aton abi nga rason. What is a valid reason for us to change the name? Just for the sake of publicity perhaps to mag-attempt kita mag-change ang aton nga ngalan, pero daw nakita ko daw wala rason eh. We cannot
Identity
change
ko, no?
history. We cannot change history. The Philippines was named under the King of Spain, Philip, during that time. So that is history. Hindi na naton maislan. So ako niya, personally, I would tend to remain as a Filipino citizen, no? As a native of the Philippines, not in any other country. Hindi na para sa akon, hindi na kinanglan nga magmaharlikans ako, no? Or what other names that you would wish, no? The name Philippines is enough. Hindi na para sa akon, hindi na kinanglan na islan pa nato.
Ang masubuong galing, kaya may pila kita ka mga public officials nga daw may mga tinutuyo nga you can just imagine tani abules na lang nato ng mga korte dre sa Pilipinas dito lang korte ta sa International Criminal Court. Kay ang aton korte dre daw ay ginarespeto sa ang aton iban nga mga public official, a senator and a congressman, ang ilaya sa tuyo pukanon ang presidency ni President Digong Duterte nga he was duly elected by the Filipino people. Ti anong ginamatarong niya sa International Criminal Court abi pagpalin sa iya kay aton nga mga korte dre naga-function man. Hindi ba, attorney?
And we are governed by our Constitution. So let the Constitution decide. Kung we can impeach the President in accordance with the mandate of the Constitution, so be it. Why would we allow the outsiders yet to govern the Philippines?
Amo gani. Ti imbes nga magadamo ang aton nga mga turista dere, gina-picture sa mga senador naton, I don't know nga hindi na sila ma-filean treason nga kaso abi. Nga imbes damo kita sang mga tourist dire nga magakadto, they picture the Philippines as a troublesome or a country nga damo pinatyanay, no? So, daw, hindi kita kaintindes ang tuyo tani nila sinin, imbes abing maghimo sa mga legislation for the good of our country and our people, ang ila tuyo permilang kontrabla sa presidente daw, ambod nga naswelduan sila para nga pukan sa kay President Digong sa yes ni presidency, no? Why makita gaampin sa kay Digong, no? Pero daw aton observation lang nga daw ay sila maginahimo kundi ginaswelduhan sila sang people's money para lang magpakalain sang aton pungsod bla. Ti daw hindi man mayo nga gasweldo kita sila through taxes nga atong ginabayad pagkatapos ang ilaya pagguba sang aton imahen sagwa sang pungsod Pilipinas. Mga kabyanan, we will take a quick break. Hambala naton ng isa namang controversial nga issue diri sa Bacolod, islanta naman ang pagsaulog sang aton Independence Day or Charter Day nga ginatawag naton nga very memorable and a very important day for all of us Bacoleños. Hambala naton na karon dugay-dugay after the break. We are inviting everyone to come and watch the following upcoming free celebrity shows at Casino Filipino Bacolod El Fisher Hotel. Renz Verano live on June 28, Wednesday. Show starts at 9 p.m. at Casino Filipino Bacolod Entertainment Area, El Fisher Hotel. Admission is free. We are inviting everyone to come and join the following upcoming events at Casino Filipino Bacolod El Fisher Hotel. Join the Real Deal Raffle promo for slot machine and bingo every Tuesday from 6, 7, and 8 p.m. 10 lucky winners and win as much as 50,000 pesos worth of slot machine loyalty credit. For table games every Thursday from 5, 7, and 9 p.m. 10 lucky winners and win as much as 50,000 pesos worth of free bet coupons. Join the weekly bingo every Tuesday 7:30 p.m., Friday 7:30 p.m., and Sunday 2:30 p.m. For more information, contact the Bingo Department at 434-8901, Local 316, or look for Bingo Staff. Join our newest promo, Magbingo para may regalo promo. Is open to all new and regular bingo patrons, 21 years old and above only. To join the promo for new clients playing, he or she shall first be enrolled in the player tracking system and or slot machine patron management system to qualify for the program. Promo will run for the period March to August 2017. Welcome back to our program Transparency right here on Sky Cable Bacolod. Sa gihapon upod sa inyo alagad Mike Maghari kag sa aton dinapit nga mga bisita, Attorney Marvin Cañada or other Tanyada and our Honorable Counselor Wilson June Gamboa. Now ining controversial issue nga islanta naman ang pitsa sa pagsaulog sa Charter Day celebration sa Bacolod. Pamatian nato na si June Gamboa kay ni siya chairman sa Committee on History, Cultures and Arts sa aton sangguniang panglungsod sa siyudad sa Bacolod. Now, amo ni subong ang ordinansa nga sa din nabuto-butuhan ti daw na carry over ni kati majority rules, no? So, anong take mo sini June kay bati ko do ikaw lang isa nagapamalabag sini o pila ka muda sa minority?
I delivered a privilege speech because nga in last 2 sessions ago they ginpasulod ini nila on second reading for purposes of discussion, and on the same day ginpasar nila on third and final reading, despite the fact that I impleaded nga kung mahimo i-defer because I would like to check the history of the Mascara Festival. How did Mascara Festival was first conceptualized by a group of artists. And the city government then at the time of Mayor Digoy Montalvo. But they never allowed us, or they never allowed me to defer discussion, but in fact suspend the rules and pass it on third and final reading, which I think and I feel is a violation of due process. Because under the internal rules, you can only pass it on third and final reading when the executive asked the sangguniang panglungsod that the item is urgent. Urgent. Meaning, in some instances nga kinahanglan aprobahan ang kontrata because mabutang sa lang-alang ang atong syudad. May kalamidad. Or budget must be approved because the operations of the city will be hampered, etc. So, in other words, due process basically for me was violated here. Now, when I made a research, dito ko nakita nga ang purpose, the spirit and the intent of the organizers then at that time was to, number one, put artistry color to the usual monotonous routinary civic military parade in the celebration of the Charter Day. And ikadua, to invite tourism.
Yes,
no?
okay.
Now, in fact, it was their intention that the highlight of the celebration of the Charter Day anniversary would be the Mascara Dance Festival. So in other words, we cannot separate. As a matter of fact, dira ko nakita nga ang sole gali sang selebrasyon sang Mascara is the Charter anniversary. And ang Mascara is just an integral part of the event of the Charter anniversary. You cannot separate Mascara from the Charter anniversary.
Okay.
To do otherwise will only marginalize and trivialize the celebration of the Charter Day. Now, kambal nila nga it has evolved already into a world-class festival, but not to the expense, siling ko, of the history. Because otherwise, if we will do so, we will be distorting. It is for me an aberration. In fact, even a distortion, an aberration, and I used religious terminology like a desecration.
No, desecration.
Desecration. Why? Because it is a sacred historical moment. Nga naangdanan napon, again, balik kita gyapon sa tradisyon, sa kultura nga naangdanan naton for the last 36 years.
Bale sa pagbutuhay da, pila ka mo ang nagkontrabi? Na hindi ka pabor.
Ako yan, you know what, I did not outrightly and categorically object right away because hindi ko tunan ko anay.
Oho.
What I did was, attorney, was to abstain.
I see.
Abstain ako ya kay tungod nga no I don't want to be for sin there or sin there as an obstructionist. Wala pa ko sa may ginakaptan nga facts. In history I want to review history. So sila ko I will abstain now that I was able to scan through the archives and the history books of the city of Bacolod, and based on the interview that I had with with certain groups including artists, media man, nga siling nila gali yang ang Mascara Dance Festival kaungdan lang inaya.
Oh, natural.
Sang Charter Day anniversary.
Oo.
To move the highlight away from the Charter anniversary, you are only diminishing and destroying the significance and the importance of the Charter anniversary, which is for me highly scandalous.
Okay. Mga kabyanan, ang pag-ilis ang pizza from October 19, ang ginasaulog naton permi ang Charter Day celebration sang siyudad sa Bacolod. Now, ginaprubahan mga kabyanan sining karungin lamang sa sangguni ang panglungsod nga imbis abi October 19, June 18 na pagaywaton.
Ang maskara will be set in the last Sunday of October. Now, there is a move now that they will move the Charter anniversary to June 8. That is another issue. Pero ang ako niyang gintindugan in my privilege speech, nga you don't set it further. In fact, the first ordinance was an ordinance setting the Mascara Dance Festival nearest to October 19. A Sunday nearest to October 19. Kag, ang the second ordinance was an ordinance setting the Mascara Festival highlight on the third Sunday of October, which is also the nearest Sunday to October 19. To move it further, gipakitaan ko sila gap, table, ti kung third Sunday, tagduwa lang kaadlaw ang diferensya, siling ko gani, this is already a compromise. Now, to set it further, like 8-9 days away from the Charter Day anniversary, siling ko, sobra na. We will be destroying and diminishing the importance of the Charter Day, which should be the soul and the center. In fact, they timed it, actually, the Mascara Festival, they timed it exactly on October 19. Amo na siya ang mga testimonies ang aton ng mga artist sa tuanay.
Pero hindi pa manigar mga kabyanan nga si Attorney Marvin Tanyada may mga ideya man parte sining pag-iwat sang Charter Day kay sa tung una. Are you aware, Attorney, kung saan o ginpirmahan nga nangin siyudad ang Bacolod?
Well, insofar as my knowledge, actually, insofar as this mascara thing and the Charter Day thing, I will respectfully yield the floor to Honorable Councilor John Gambua. Because my personal experience is that October 19 is the Charter anniversary, but I have no knowledge insofar as to the legal basis of this October 19 celebration or this another date June 18 celebration. But insofar as the setting of the date, if this is act of Congress, then the change thereof should be also by the act of Congress.
Okay,
So the local legislators cannot simply change the date without the imprimatur of the Congress.
Kay sa ako nabatian mga kabyanan, kay very close man si Mayor Bing Lunardia kag si Congressman Greg Gasataya, isa man sila ka partido. So gin-request ni Mayor Bing si Kong Greg nga i-amendar ang Republic Act 7224, no? 7224. So, we will wait and see kung ano ang matabo sini. Kaya si Kong Greg Gasataya, siguro may man santikang, of course, para nga madayon ining pag-ilis ang pizza sa Charter Day celebration. May dugang ka, June?
Now, ang contention sang proponent nga nagasiling abi nga June 18 is the Charter Day because it was the date wherein the then President Manuel L. Quezon signed the Commonwealth Act. And in that provision, nakahambal ato dito in one of those provisions nakahambal dito nga it will take effect upon approval. Upon approval. So amo na iya ang ilang contention. That is for me the real basis of their contention why it has to be June 18 because naiara na that provision nga upon approval. Now, tsakto to nga ginhambal ni Atty. Tanyada nga there was a Republic Act passed during the time of Ramos nga gindeclare ang October 19 as a non-working holiday because of the celebration of the Charter Day. And may provision man nato dito nga this act will be effected upon approval. So na-supersede na ito. In other words, ang atong Commonwealth Act by virtue of this Republic Act. Not amo na ko nga si Greg Subong will make an amendatory bill. No? Kay i-correct ya ang ining Republic Act. Now, going back to the Commonwealth Act, amo ni ilang nga ginabasihan nga kuno nga ang provision nagahambal although it was already superseded, so that's why there is a bill now passed by Kong Greg. But amoy ning ako lang siguro attorney nga pamangkot. When we say nga being the act takes effect upon approval. In other words, pagpirma. Sang act. But there is no, at that time, naging pirmahan ato, there is no operative fact nga nagapakita nga may ara na nga corporate existence ang siyudad sa Bacolod. Kaya nga, wala kita pa mayor nga ginproklamar, kag wala pa kita nga ginproklamar nga city council for that matter, kag wala man kita nga inagurahan nga siyudad pa. So in other words, amo na ang stand sang city ang sang commission, historical commission nga at that time nga ginpirma na there is no operative fact. Kung may speaker na siguro ni Atty. Karon Dugay-Dugay nga may ara na pang gobyerno sa ina nga tsimpo between the period of June 18 to October 19 kay wala. So how can you say that the city already existed at that time? Because we don't have a mayor. Amo man bala ang analogy ko when I was elected councilor. When I won the election last May as councilor, yes, I am a councilor-elect from the time nga I won the election in May 12 to June 30. But I am just merely a councilor-elect, but I am not yet a councilor. So, nanging konsihal ako when I took my oath and when I was proclaimed as councilor of the city of Bacolod.
Okay.
So, amo man na siguro ang analogy ko, nga inaya nga tsimpo between June 18 to October 19, wala kitaya corporate existence pa. Kag ikaduwa pagid. Amo ini ang reasoning man. Kay may ara na mo historical decision, kag stand opinion ang aton historical commission. Balik kita, sir. Tradisyon na ina nyo nga for the last 76 years na ang dana kag na-imbibe na sang tawo nga October 19 is the Charter Day anniversary. Tradition is very important.
And kaya ginakoreksyonan ko nun nila, mo nang ilang tinagada, kay kinanglan ang husto gid sa history.
Yes, but then again, it was explained clearly by the Commission and Historical Commission nga wala yasang wala pa ya corporate existence. How can you say that the government already existed when the mere signing alone? Kag ikaduwa, ang effectivity bala siling ko, may harain na siya mga requisitos. Attorney, hindi ba? Like for example, You have to tell the people. You have to let to know the people. May mga kusakaton pa di currently, may mga publication pa na. And it is one of the requisites. Nga, organisahon mo pa anay ang syudad. And then inaugurahon mo anay siya, kag proklamahon nyo anay kung sino ang mga opisyalis. Now we can say that it existed as a city. When you have complied all the requirements already. Biskan mo tangata immediately. Effective immediately, yes. But it will become effective only after we have already met all the requirements.
Okay, okay.
Pastor,
Klarado.
Oo.
Ano si mo, attorney? Conforme ka sa mga statements ni John?
In so far as the arguments, I said I will yield the floor to him in so far as those discussion is concerned. But ang conflict ni diri because of the nomenclature sang the act itself, no, ang mga terminology bla, because this act shall be upon approval, certificate upon approval. So upon approval, upon signing, ang sa ako niya ngakban i-correlate ko sa existence of the corporation. Kaman the city of Bacolod is also a public corporation. In so far as the corporation is concerned, the existence of a corporation as a legal separate entity as such is upon the issuance by the Securities and Exchange Commission of the Certificate of Incorporation.
Okay.
Okay. And the corporation, as a corporation, the corporation is already existing. But the corporation has to be organized. That's why, in so far as the city of Bacolod is concerned, the organization only took place after the signing.
Okay.
And the proclamation of the founding mayor or the first mayor of Bacolod City was on October 19. These are the gray areas nga it should be traced out also. Daw nakita ko gani sila ko daw justiciable question na ini ya, interpretation of the language of the law, no?
Okay. October 19 na anad ng tao nga kada Oktubre 19 masaulo kita sa Charter Day celebration upod na ang kalipayan nga Mascara Festival, no? Te nangin worldwide na ini, te kinanglan ni islan ang pizza sa Charter Day ipalayo naman June 18 naman, no? Te mga kabyanan, we will see kung ano ang mangin finalities ang desisyon abis ang aton nga Congress kung bala mamindar na ini. Tiyan mo na siguro, pero for the meantime, October 19 siguro gyapon no?
We have to consider the fact, Sir Mike, Attorney Tanyada, that the Commission on Historical, the Commission on Historical, the Historical Commission has already tendered its opinion. So, you know, before doing that, before doing anything else, kailangan pangayuan mo gid na yat sang opinion mo. Because that will be the basis later on of your argument. So, nagambal na ya ang Historical Commission nga, no.
Di may historical, may historian man tadi, si Mudi Sauno, hindi bla?
That is why, you know what, it boils down to the question, sir, and think we, itong antay ni Kuro, kung ano gid bala ang buot silingon when we say nga this act takes effect immediately or upon approval or immediately upon signing of the act. You know, when we say upon approval, pero kung magsiling kita yabi nga upon approval, upon the signing of the act, inayak specific.
Claro.
Klaro kayo.
Categorical.
Categorical. Kailain mo kung amubutang tabi immediately. Ti immediately na is separate is different from when we say immediately upon approval of the act or signing of the act.
Oh, pero labi pa na, kung kadugay na nga mayor si Mayor Bing, bago wala na madumduman, siling sang iba naton nga mga political observers, siling nila, ano daw, sila himuonda, nga sagan nga ilis, nga pizza.
Amo na siling ko, sir, I feel sad as a graduate of political history, political science and history. And more so that I have to make my stand because I am the chairman of the Committee on History, Culture, and Arts. I feel sad because gradually now they are diminishing and trivializing and marginalizing now the charter anniversary by what? By moving already some of the activities out from the original date of October 19. Iniblang Banwahanon Award, Employees Day, Mascara Festival. So, I feel bad. I feel sad. Kaya tungod nga, biskan pa, being assuming na ang Mascara Festival has already evolved. No? Nga, it can actually stand on its own already, but at not the expense of history. Amo nang ginapromote lang, not at the expense of history.
Amo nang gusto nga sa batang mo, not at the expense of history. Pero take perde ka mo sa buto-butuhay mo. Teno may mo trap sa gusto ka pa kay nagbutuhay sila to karon.
That's why sir, ako yung ginarespeto ko na ang
majority.
Majority vote, yes. It is mo, we need to accept that. But ang ako na diyan, hindi man kita nila pag-ibuli. You know, when they did that, it is an act of bullying. Why? Because they never actually gave us the chance to ventilate or sow our position. They force it upon us by how? By suppressing due process.
Okay, yeah.
Ina siya, may clear message nga okay na siya, but hindi mo naman kami pag-ibuli nga harugo nyo na lang, kag-irapapap nyo na lang, because nga you have the majority now. So what is then the usual recourse ng minority nga ginabuli nyo kag wala nyo na yung ginatagaan sang chansang mag-speaker man? Of course, one avenue is for me to deliver a privilege speech. It is a right and a privilege granted to any councilor. And kadua, bring it before the bar of public opinion. Kung isuppress kada nila sa sulod sang ganyang pangusot, then you bring it before the bar of public opinion and let the public decide.
Okay. Mga kabyanan, klaro, no? Ang aton mga kabyanan nga Charter Day celebration, ginkuti naman sa aton nga mga opisyalis sa city government, no? We will wait and see kung anong kaayuhan sini. Pero basi masalang tao, bla. Daw medyo anad ng tao sa sining celebration. Kung gulpi mo, isaylo ang mga pizza. Basi hindi mayo ang perceptions ng tao, no? Mga kabyanan, we still have a few minutes of our time. Mangkutunta karon sa Konsyal Gamboa, parte sa sining paghiwat sa National Convention sa Philippine Councilors League. Kung ano ang mga highlights sini. Hambalan nato na karon dugay-dugay after the break. We will be back shortly.
For all your hardware and construction materials, come and visit Well Trade Marketing. Well Trade Marketing has all the complete line of hardware and construction materials, from paints, steel bars, cement, nails, GI sheets, and many others. You name it, Well Trade has it. Conveniently located at corner Lopesina and Rosario Streets, Bacolod City. For more information, please contact 434-2672-274.
Welcome back to our program, Transparency, right here on Sky Cable Bacolod. Now, aton na pag-ambalan mga kabyanan, ang siyudad sa Bacolod nangin sentro sang selebrasyon sa karon sang mga konsihal sa bilog nga pungsod Pilipinas because of the National Convention of the Philippine Councilors League o kon ginatawag PCL. So, ang traffic nato na afektuhan kidamok ta din mga bisita. Tell us sabi sa mga highlights ang inyong celebration dre bilang isa man ka konsihal sa siyudad sa Bacolod, June?
Yes, although I am not in a better position to explain this in detail because the president now of the Philippine Councilors League, Bacolod chapter, which is the host chapter
Oo.
of this convention, is Councilor M. Ang. But in any case, ginahiwat ini nato ng convention on a quarterly basis. So Bacolod is usually is the host city. Okay, because nga we have all the amenities here. We can provide and to accommodate more than 3,000 guests all at one time. So ang expected guest naton actually, as far as I was told, is already 2,400 or 2,500. So well, we have guests like Senator Gatchalian. We also had Labor Secretary Bello who came and gave a talk. And of course, the president now is the Chavez Singson, Mr. Universe of the PCL Councilors League. And the chairman is the councilor from Davao, Councilor Danny Dayang Hirang.
Oo. Now, I understand nga si Senator Gatchalian nagtap sang PCL nga makabulig abi sa electrification program sa ato national government. May reaction kasi ni?
You know what, ang Philippine Councilors League is the biggest organized organization. Not even the barangay captains are well organized, but the Philippine Councilors League is the well organized. We are a 16,000 strong member all over the Philippines. And so therefore, not only were the Philippine Councilors League tapped by the different agencies here, but also in fact being asked to be part of any activity spearheaded by the national government. In fact, in the peace panel, we are asked actually to have a representation there because we are in the grassroots level. We are spread out all over the Philippines.
Si tahom ng electrification program nga kung mabuligan sa mga konsehal, kung mapustro ini mayogid para sa mga why pa na-energize nga mga lugar sa bilog nga Pilipinas.
Yes, even in the campaign of the federalism. No, who can be the better person to explain it when the legislator themselves who are down there at the grassroots, the councilors. So, all the projects of the national government, actually, the Philippine councilors is being tapped to spearhead or at least somehow assist the national government in spreading these programs.
Now, since our time is running short, no, kay karon nagasaulog kita sang Father's Day celebration, June 18, no? Medyo ini adlaw sa mga amay, we give honor and tribute to all fathers. Makuha man kita sang pila ka mga statement sabi halin sa aton bisita, Attorney Marvin, Attorney.
Well, Father's Day celebration, I think this is an international celebration, which is the third Sunday of June. So, ginapangibulahan talang tanan nga mga amay. Mga amay, dira nga honorable kag mga dishonorable, they are still father after all. No? So, mga dishonorable father, kabay pa this time maging honorable na kamo sa inyo kabataan. I would just like to emphasize nga mga amay, they have that basic responsibility to give support, not only in financial aspects, in economic aspects, above all, morally and spiritually. Kabay pa ining pag-celebrate naton sa Father's Day celebration, it will enrich all of us, the family as a whole. Nga I would like to emphasize again, ang pag-rare sa isa pag-raise sa kapamilya, hindi lamang sa financial aspects, hindi lamang sa moral aspects, above all, spiritual aspects.
Bao katahom, no? Spiritual aspect of the family, kinanglan ang amay gid magagiya, no? June?
I never celebrated, in all honesty. I am not even aware nga in the next few days, it's going to be Father's Day. In my whole lifetime, even in the time of my father, we never celebrate Father's Day. Because my attachment is so much geared towards my mother. And even among ourselves, children, We are 5 and 4 are boys and we only have 1 girl. It is always my sister who can bring all the 4 others in the family together. But not a single 4 male members of the family can actually bring the family together. But these 2 pillars of the family are the one actually we consider to be the foundation of the family, my mother and my sister. So, wala ako siling, and I don't even have, honesty, I didn't even have that close attachment with my father.
Your late father?
Yes, my late father. Ang nanay, gidya ang ginaulikid ko. Pirbi kag mga kabataan. In fact, in all my talks, the mere fact, I always mention this, that the mere fact that you are mothers, you have already reached a certain divinity. That makes you divine already. Pero sa tatay about absentee father. Amo ni siguro ang panawagan man ni Atty. Tanyada nga kinahanglan na reformahon. Pero I am also admittedly guilty of that branding, so to speak. Wala ang bata ko, I only have 1 child, but my attachment basically, she is always very near towards her mother, not to me. So, I don't celebrate Father's Day, but in any case, happy Father's Day to all the fathers there.
Mga kabyanan, natural lang ang halos kalabanan nga mga kalalakin anaton ang ila sining malapit sa ila tagipusoon abi ang ila iloy, no?
Si tatay ko, moment mo, because my lolo left the family when my father was 6 years old. But his personal attachment with my lola, wow. In fact, he entrusted my lola to me. My mother, his mother, he trusted his mother to me. So my lola now is with me, who is already 94 years old. So, why gid ko attachment until now I'm still grouping kung how will I sometimes reach out to my daughter. Kay do kalain gid attorney. What do you think?
Well,
I suppose it's an exception rather than as a general rule to all the fathers there What kung pamangkoton mong bata mo kasi mo palangga abaw sa nanay
well, insofar as attachment is concerned, it cannot be denied, no? Siguro 99.99% sa kabataan niya, they are very close to their mother.
Especially lalaki.
Why? Because mga father kontrabida na sa panimalay, ginahimo sang, ang may salada, nanay man mo, ginahimo sang nanay ang father police. Ginahimo niya nga pare. Ginahimo niya nga pastor sa balay nga man. Kung magsalang bata, masiling nga sugid, tagid ka kay papa mo. So that ang attachment siyang bata, nagalain kay man daw, ang bala daw, terorista yung amay. Nga kung makasala siyang amay, iya ang magkuhan sila. Kagdami ang mga mothers, sa mga fathers, bulig man kamo nga ang kabataan mag-close sa ilang father. Hindi nyo nga mo pulis ang inyo nga bana. Kung makasala bata nyo, disiplina in your authority as a mother, not as a father, katudlo nyo permiya ang amay. Amo na isa ka rason nga ang mga kabataan mas malayo sa amay, kay ginatanaw nilang amay nila, iya nga bakol permi sa ila, nga kung may sala sila, bakulod sila sa amay. Kaya mo nang tudlo sa ilang iloy, no? So sa mga mother, be a good mother to your children to develop the close attachment of your children to their father. Mo lang na advice ko.
Katahong.
Very much empathize with Atty. Tanyada. Empathize ako siya. I can very much relate. I can very much. I understand. I understand the sentiments of Atty. Tanyada.
Okay, thank you, John. Okay.
Thank you, man.
Mga kabyanan, ang atong tsimpo, alang-alang na gid, no? Pero of course, we would like to extend sa aton nga message, no? Sa aton nga tanan nga mga amay, no? Nga sa din amo ang providers ng family, kag amo gid ang hari sang panimalay. A father is the driving force of the family who is always content of taking a back seat. Mga kabyanan, amo yatong aton words of wisdom for tonight on transparency. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day.
You have just viewed Transparency right here on Sky Cable Bacolod. Be with us again every Monday, 10 p.m., Channel 40. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 8 p.m., Channel 32. And Sunday, 12 noon, Channel 40. For comments, suggestions, and ad placements, please contact Mike Maghari at cell number 0919-260-6943. Keep informed. Keep it here on Transparency, Sky Cable Bacolod. Thank you for watching. Happy viewing, everyone.